Hey everyone, this is DaGadgetGuru. This is going to be a tournament report of my regionals. I judged that day. As you see, 24 packs, etc., etc. Um, Basically, it's going to give you a breakdown of the tournament, what happened, what some of the interesting things were, what some of the dumb things were, etc., etc. The first thing I need to do before I do anything else, though, is give a shout out to all the people at spectacleevents.com. They're now hosting our regionals and stuff like that. Awesome guys. I gotta thank you a lot. Without you, we wouldn't have regionals. So I'm gonna put a link to them over in the right, and definitely check them out if you live in Arizona or California. They do tournaments at both states, and they're amazing. So definitely check them out, and props to them. I mean, thank you guys for doing the tournaments. Keep them up. Okay, kicking right off. Me and Sean, one of my friends, were gonna drive up there, and we decided that by the time before we realized it was about midnight, and we had to get up at like 5 a.m. So me and him just looked at each other and was like, "Well, do you want to go sleep?" He's like, "No." I'm like, "Well, neither do I." So we were like, "Oh hell, why not? We'll pull an all-nighter." I didn't care. I was judging, and he didn't care because he was just gonna be playing my gadgets. So, um, we pulled an all-nighter, played video games, stuff like that. Got out of there at 5:30 a.m. Arrived at the place around 7:30 ish. Um, setup was, as it always is, kind of slow. Chopping out things and stuff for me. So did that. Once the actual tournament began, I think it was like 9:45 or something. I was expecting a lot of different decks, obviously, but I was expecting a lot of Blackwings, to be honest. I was thinking Blackwings was going to be one of the most popular decks, but there was a ton of Machina gadgets. I'm not even joking. There had to be at least a minimum of 30. And we went through all the rounds, and once we got to the last round of the Swiss, I went and looked through the top 16 tables, and there was Machina gadgets just everywhere. I was like, wow, are you kidding me? It was crazy. So, the top 8 was 2 Machina gadgets, 1 normal gadgets, 1 GB, 1 Blackwing, let's see, 1 Synchro Cat Flamvel. Oh, what else do we have? Oh, 1 Six Samurai, which ran no side deck or extra deck, and it got into the top 8. I was laughing my ass off. Six Samurai, just look, I sack you, look, I sack you. And then 1 Lightsworn. So the top 8 was pretty varied, but the overall biggest deck was gadgets, I think. 3 of it. So, well, 2 Machina, 1 normal, so I don't know if you technically consider them the same deck, but it's still gadget deck. So, that was top 8. But yeah, looking through the top tables, all the judges were like, dude, do you see all the Machina gadgets? Holy crap, they're everywhere. Which isn't surprising, because you pay $30 to buy 3 of the structure deck, and you've got a working deck that can win games. It's crazy. So, I see why they were so popular. Beyond that, I think the most interesting ruling of the day, it wasn't actually even a ruling. It was, I got called over, and basically player A, Jane, was attacking player B's Jane. Player A's Jane increases by 300 by its effect. Player B chains with Honest. Player A chains with Honest. Player B chains with Honest. Player A chains with Honest. And they didn't ask me who wins the battle. They didn't ask me, like, how much damage does he take. They didn't ask me that. They said, how much are their attacks after they're finished? What? What do I look like, a freaking, like, supercomputer? I mean, they're the ones with the calculators, and they're asking me this. I'm like, dude, you're going to have to add it up. I don't know. Because that's a lot of attack. I have no idea, to be honest. And they added it up and stuff, and then they did the damage. I'm like, okay, see? Don't ask me. I've got no idea. You have the calculator. It was so ridiculous. See, now for the hardest ruling all day. I honestly don't know. I didn't have hard rulings. None of the rulings I got were hard. They were pretty easily answered. Although, you guys will note that a little while ago, I made a video on inherent versus non-inherent special summons. I had to rule 5 times on that certain subject with Thunder King Ryu. They're like, can Thunder King Ryu negate Gortz? Can Thunder King Ryu negate Goyo Guardian's effect stealing a monster? Can Thunder King Ryu negate this? Can Thunder King Ryu negate this? I'm like, no. It's not an inherent special summon, so no. So it's just like, I keep having to rule that. So definitely, if you're going to a tournament, check that video out so that you don't have to ask the judge this question. So that was basically all it was. It was a long day, obviously, because we had to walk around for 14 hours, but that's the judge's job. I only got 1 appeal that day, which the head judge answered the same as I did, so in my opinion, I didn't get any rulings wrong. We had 8 rounds of Swiss, and then followed by top 8. My friends, I'll give you their scores. My friend Sean went X4 with my gadgets. He misplayed some, so, you know, I don't blame him. I mean, he was tired because we pulled an all-nighter, and he's not used to gadgets, so, you know, can't blame him. So he went 4-4. My friend Ryan, he went, I think, 4-4 as well with his Blackwing. Just not a good day for him, I guess. Got sacked quite a bit. So 4-4 for him. My friend Justin went X3, so 5-3. So, you know, he didn't do so well, but, you know, he did better than the other 2. My friend Trent, I think, went X2. I don't know what him or Justin were running. I have no idea. So don't ask, please. And then my friend Brian went X1 and was ranked 7th, and then he lost in the top 8, so, you know, kind of sucks, but, you know, at least he got in the top 7 and stuff, so, and then, I think, who was it? Dan Deputy. I got a deck interview which I've already posted up, so go check that out. I'll put a link over on the right. He got 4th place. He got ranked 4th in Swiss. He went X1 in Swiss with his machine of gadgets, and he lost in top 8. But you know, it was really close. It was a really close game. I mean, so I don't. He was really feeling really good about it. He didn't mind the loss because he made that guy play everything that guy had to win. So just a quick overview. Starlight Road. Oh, you know, I saw it played and I saw it not played, you know. I saw it win games and I saw it be dead draws, you know, like you top deck at Starlight Road and it was no use. But then I saw, you know, I attack for game, you play Mirror Force, I Starlight Road, good game, I win. So, overall, my opinion of Starlight Road is still undecided. It seems like an amazing card. I mean, yeah, if you top deck it, when you're top decking, not that good, but, you know, that's just something you're going to have to deal with. So, this has been a Regionals Tournament Report from DaGadgetGuru, and I'll talk to you all later. I'll probably be selling these, but I'll make another video about that later. So, I'll catch you all guys later. Alright, bye.